India expand strategic ties and arms exports with new military attaches. In this way, India is expanding its strategic ties with key regions by posting defense attaches in several countries, including Ethiopia, Mozambique, Ivory Coast, Philippines, Armenia, and Poland. Thus, moves comes in renewed geopolitical rivalries and is part of India's broader policy initiative. Now, coming to appointment of defense attaches in Djibouti, New Delhi is appointing a new defense attaches in Djibouti, a tiny African nation that served as a major maritime gateway around the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Djibouti is considered a prized location for military bases, and the new defense attaches will be second on the hold the past in the island nation. Expanding a strategic engagement with Africa. The decision to appoint defense attaches in Africa countries of Ethiopia, Mozambique, and Ivory Coast is in sync with New Delhi's priority to expand its strategic engagement with the African continent. Several African countries have already expressed keen interest in procuring Indian military platforms, equipments, and hardware, countering China's influence in Africa. In recent years, India has been positioning itself as a leading voice, flagging concerns, challenges, and aspirations of the global south or the developing nation, especially the African continent. Now, coming to countering China's influence in Africa, India ties with the African continent have witnessed a major uptick aimed China's persistent efforts to expand its influence in the African countries. The induction of 55 nation African Union as a permanent member of the G20 was seen as a major milestone of India's presidency of the grouping of the world's 20 big economies in 2023. Now, coming to expanding defense ties with the Philippines, India is also looking at further expanding defense ties with Philippines against the backdrop of growing global concerns over China's increasing military assertiveness in the South China Sea. In January 2022, India sealed a USD of 375 million deal with the Philippines for supplying three batteries of missiles, and the supplies are set to be begun soon. Appointment of defense attaches in Armenia. The decision to appoint a defense attache in Armenia comes as the country in the Caucasus region saw deep interest in enhancing its defense relation with India. Last year, arms deal to supply Indian military hardware, including multi barrel rocket launches to Armenia was formed up aimed the Armenia-Azerbaijan clash over Nagorno-Karabakh, expanding defense ties with Poland. India's decision to appoint a defense attaché to Poland, a member of the European Union, is also being considered significant. It is reflective of the desire to expand two-way defense ties. Last year, the European Union posted a military attache to its mission in India for the first time. A total develop, deployment of defense attaches, a total of 16 defense attaches from Indian Army, the Navy, and the Indian Air Force will shortly assume their new position in the above mentioned countries.